Good morning. I'm Dr. Veronica Hayduck, naturopathic physician. I'm going to talk today about what makes up a good multivitamin. Many experts believe and find value in a good multivitamin with minerals in it, as it's been found that there really is no nutrients left mostly in our foods anymore. It's been depleted out of the soil for a very long time. It's just hard to get. And certain health concerns may require more nutrients than one would typically get with foods. And there are various pharmaceutical medications as well that can be contributing to the rapid depletion of certain minerals and nutrients. So I get this question quite a bit on, okay, Dr. Hayduck, I'm with you. I'd like to have a multivitamin, something really good for me. What do I get? Or, on the other hand, I'll hear people say, well, I've had a multivitamin before and I never really felt different from it. Well, it's probably because of the quality may not be where it needs to be. So I've created, if you will, a 4-part plan or an approach on what a good multivitamin would be, so that no matter where you are in the store or wherever in the world, on the internet, let's say, what would be a good multivitamin and not have to rely on the sales associate and their wisdom, which is often what the salesperson of various nutrients and those supplements may recommend. So the first thing when you're looking at all of the seas of choices that are out there, what would be the best one? The first part would be the form it's in. Multivitamins and mineral formulas can come as hard-pressed tablets. They can come in capsules, which look like they will pull apart. You don't have to, of course, but they look like they would. And then there's various liquids and powders as well. Liquids and powders are fine, but you'd have to consider that they need to be tasty, because if they did not taste good, then no one would really take them. They tend to have colorings and flavorings, whether natural or artificial, that you just have to be aware of. Usually the ones that I see that are powders or liquids that would be mixed with water, juices, tea, tend to be very high on carbohydrates, which would not be a wise decision for someone with a glucose diabetes problem. We're just concerned about the extra carbohydrates that would be in there, especially when added to a high carbohydrate juice, such as orange juice or apple juice. So in that instance, I would say get a capsule. But then on the other hand, there's a lot of people that say I don't want to swallow capsules, so therefore they'd have to choose the powdered multivitamin or liquid, and then just be aware if it's a concern for them, the additional carbohydrates that would be in it. So for most people, they'll choose a capsule because hard-pressed tablets do not absorb very well, hardly in anybody, especially as we get older, pretty much over than age 18, then we really want to pay attention that the digestibility of the product gets open and that it's not going to just be flushed out to sea, if you will. Colon hydrotherapist, not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's a way of irrigating the colon. You can often see these things tumble down doing those treatments. So you really want to make sure the product's going to open when it needs to open. Almost always capsules are going to get you there much farther than a hard-pressed tablet. So that's number one. I say just find a capsule. Number two is looking at the other ingredients. There's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of different things that would be in a supplement. So we'll say other ingredients on it. When you turn the bottle over, you want the smallest amount of stuff that's in there. If it laundry list of stuff and goes on, then that may not be really the best one for you. I say often that we all have a giant trash can in us. We all need to get our trash out and have to stop putting trash into it. Or at least the trash that we are going to use is going to be, let's say, tasty trash, things that you may eat or drink that you would know otherwise as not being healthy. So it would be then the option of making sure that it's a very good, junky quality, not looking through there. You would not want those ingredients. So no junk in there. Number three is looking at the forms. Every vitamin and mineral has a form that the body prefers. I say look at magnesium. You do not want an oxide form, which is OXIDE, as it does not absorb very well in the body. So you want a citrate form, aspartate form. You'll see those. They kind of sound like I'm saying them. And then you can assume that the manufacturer's already thought about the vitamins and minerals and the other ones in through there, and that you're probably going to get it more absorbed. So you've got a capsule, very little amount of junk, and you're going to look for magnesium in a citrate form, or at very least not an oxide form. You don't want this when you want it to be as soon as you swallowed, you absorbed. The fourth part's a little controversial, and I say no iron, because we don't really want iron in a multivitamin as it competes with absorption with other minerals. and only if you're anemic, that is, would you want to take iron. If you needed it, you would take it separately, not with your multi, so that everything absorbs as it needs to absorb. So that's it. We got a capsule, no junk, magnesium in a citrate form, and no iron. If you need the iron, you're going to take it separately. So that's what you'd be looking for a really good multivitamin to cover all of your nutritious needs as simply as we possibly can do it. But you still got to eat good nutritious foods, whole grains, your fruits and vegetables, everything that you need to do. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I'm Dr. Veronica Haydock. Bye.